Welcome back. Welcome to Wednesday morning's devotion on Luke chapter 18, 31 to 44. And we're looking at Jesus warning his disciples about his return to Jerusalem. Jesus is clearly trying to prepare his disciples for what will happen in Jerusalem. It's strange how we don't hear what we don't want to hear, that the disciples didn't understand what he was saying. Maybe they did understand and were just too afraid to ask. So why was Jesus telling them? Maybe he just wanted them to hear and be prepared so that after his death, when they look back, prompted by the Holy Spirit, they might remember that he had warned them. One would have thought that the disciples would have at least understood the code, that the Son of Man meant Jesus himself. But I guess it would have been difficult for Jesus to tell them what he was saying in the first person. For Jesus to have said to them, "We are going to Jerusalem, where I am going to be flogged and beaten, where I am going to be crucified, where I am going to die a terrible and dishonourable death." How could Jesus put that into words? How difficult would it have been to say it in that fashion, to make it so personal and so immediate? Jesus knew what had to be done, and he was determined to carry it through. But if we believe that he was a man like us, then he would have felt the fear, the pain, and the uncertainty. It would have been very easy to avoid Jerusalem, to change his mind and go and hide. But he knew what God wanted of him, and he was determined to do it. How much easier it might have been for him if at least some of his disciples were really on the same page, if they'd understood what he was facing and would have been there to support him. Even though he warned them, when the day came, they all ran away. And I guess he knew that would happen. We can sometimes fall into the trap of seeing that Jesus is so much like God, so much better than us, that we do not understand his humanity. So perhaps this morning, just try and put yourselves in Jesus' shoes. Even if you knew what was coming, even if you knew there was no other way, how would you have felt? Would you have gone through with it? How much love and commitment does that show? How much courage?